leaving earlier. So I'm back. So we're gonna continue this episode and see what is going down. So now I think we'll read Yuri's poem. ... Ah. Decided to try something different today? I guess so. Is that good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences. But it would be unfair for me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering in yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some ways or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Mm-mm. Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to fuck me. Excuse me. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. There's a hair on my knuckle. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Okay. Here. Ay vey. Can these poems get any longer? Beach. A marvel, millions of years in the making. Where the... Did I say womb? Yeah, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under the clear blue sky, an express of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless engine. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. Ah, god damn it! I keep scrolling down way too far. Oh no, I'm good. Never mind. One can only build a sandcastle where the sea is wet. Where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at you? Lick? Okay. Foundations until you give in? Or will it a sudden... Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still... Okay. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles. Where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is telepathic. Is that what this is? Therapeutic. There we go. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line. Tempted by the foamy tendrils. Sure. Tendrils. Tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my piece. To a road at the shore drift forward and I return to earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose it's better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I guess I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Now, Monica. I wonder what her writing tip for the day is going to be. Jesus. Whew. Hi, Weather. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem. I'm holding it in my hands. I like it, Weather. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Okay. Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, enduring, or even sad. I wonder if that's a real guy. I don't know. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. But you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. so I can see why it wouldn't why it would be your own kind of poem to explore. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Okay. Wait. This is very spaced out. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a father. Lost adrift, the sky victim, of the curtains of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall, and I fall, and I fall. Gentle as a father, a dry quill expression, less. But a hand catches me between. The thumb and forefinger. The hand is the hand of a beautiful lady. I shook her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. It's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all of the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. Being one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh, jeez. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid? It's not that good. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy the writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it. And the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something... It did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Like even Yuri is immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Oh, she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. Just avoid my question? What did she say? Sorry. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. That's so sad, but so kind of funny. No, that's not it at all. You're just the most talented person here, you know? Good save. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love the atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Weather. The one who is truly useless. Yes. The one who is useless and can't do anything. Hell yeah. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri's have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way if you give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica is going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Whether may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? So, oh, god damn it, every time. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. Sure. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Weather to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet. You know, that is true. I mean, none of you I've really spent any time with. I mean, I've read your poems, but that's about it. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. So, sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Whether you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. Okay, Sayori. Okay. Natsuki, Yuri, Monica, or Sayori? Sayori? I feel like she needs me more than any of these fuckers right now. Monica, I haven't spent much time with. I mean, I've read her poems, but that's about it. These guys I've had like daily conversations with. Sayori I always walk home with, but I feel like I'm going to pick Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said that Sayori wasn't helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No, 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 I did not say that. No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Fine, Monica. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. What is Monica doing? I don't remember. But I agree with Natsuki. I love this music. This is like the music which shit's about to go down. No, not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But whether was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with shut up. Motives. Yeah. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do it as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club member. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. Sigh. It's technically most logical for Weather to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Okay. I feel like in most of these choices that I'm having, like these choices like this, I'll probably, once I'm done with the game, I'll come back and more videos and like pick all the other decisions and go back to saves and see what's going on. So, oh god. Do you have a preference, Weather? I think for now I'm gonna pick Natsuki, because Yuri's already nice to me. Natsuki's a dick. So I'm gonna pick Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Huh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Oh no, Yuri! I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Yuri! That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Weather? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. I think he starts pouting too. It's not. I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean. Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around and faces the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Yes. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feels good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. My ear itches. My headphones are making my ears itch. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that said, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's packed up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door, and they chat between each other. Where are you going? Huh? We seem to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. I could I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything without when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all we needed. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine, by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like it's not like I could act like in front of everyone. That I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So, alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming over to my house Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows? Who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school? She even told me that she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel so nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. Jesus. Man, time goes by. Okay, how long are we running at? Whoops. There we go. We've been running at for 38 minutes. Jesus Christ. It's already been that long. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki coming over to visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after another, exchanging numbers to double check, but if it turned out into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. I mean, everyone's like that. I don't think there's a single person out there who talks in real life. So she also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to be putting Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to place so often that we've made it into a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Weather. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sarah's room is messy, and it's always been. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys right now that I'm gonna end this episode. I'm gonna end this episode like as soon as the Sayori part is done. I'm gonna end the episode. Sayori's room is messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Today, yeah, but wait, how did you know about that? Sayori had already left, but by the time we already decided. By the time we decided that last meeting, Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. You didn't plan to meet up or anything. So just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Aww. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Weather. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake. Then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is my it's just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, brother. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Weather? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Aww. I don't know why that's sad to me. I mean, it's supposed to be sad, but geez. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days... Oh, fuck me! Every time! Enter button! What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy in carrying to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How it possible... Oh, Sayori, no! How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really just want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Weather. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone else, with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided that the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right you're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Weather. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is everything could be like it always has. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. Oh, Sayori. Oh. She's so sweet. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in the way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Aww. Weather, Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Weather. Sayori isn't hugging back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to me. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Weather. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. This is all scary. It's all scary, really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Weather. The only time I'm not feeling nothing, the only time I'm feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, so I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here with her, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want... Okay, fuck me. Enter key. I'm not using the enter key anymore. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Okay. So, that being said, I'm going to leave that one here, too. Because, again, running pretty long. Yeah, almost an hour. So, I'm going to leave that here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.